cool. That's super surprising. I always thought Lum was just kind of a mascot character.
And I think in a lot of cases she kind of is. I've watched some Invader Lum before, and it was like, yep, that's what I thought this show was. I definitely wouldn't have been into it as like Ranma or something like that, but this was just... I think because she is like such a mascot character, this film is interesting because it's such a weird direction for them to take, you know? But it was fucking rad. I had a great time with it. Brian.
Yes.
What's up, dude?
Everything's up, dude.
Okay, good. Neve.
That's it?
Tell us about the Neve, when you entered the docket, you put your media section in my media section.
Yeah, I saw that.
I was like, oh shit, did I watch a Bradley Cooper double bill?
Yeah, did you
Was
watch
this
the
unreliable?
films back to back?
Yeah, I did on New Year's.
Oh my god.
Good stuff.
Like, Brian, are we skipping over Brian? We can't.
Yeah, no, we're done. We're done. He's
it's
fucking
fine.
done. He's out of here. Neve.
I talked too much in the
That's
last
just
episode.
me kidding, Brian. Don't you worry. I'm a nice guy here.
John's one of the nice guys.
That's what I've been saying my whole life. Just one of the nice guys.
I mean, no track. I am a nice guy.
Nothing weird or sinister or anything. Just a nice. Neve, tell us about Bradley Cooper.
So I watched A Star Is Born 2 years later.
That's a film.
I had a great time with this. The first 40 minutes are wacky as hell. Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper have some like crazy chemistry. So much so that I don't feel like a lot of it was scripted, because they do some weird shit with each other. They're just like growling and like butting heads like weird rams. And I was like, this is great. This is fantastic. I was really enjoying just their chemistry. Second half of it kind of fell apart for me. It gets super sad and very much about Bradley Cooper's character. I'm not going to talk about this much because The Star Is Born and a lot of people have seen it. But
It's a film that's been made 4 times.
yeah, and I think they nailed it.
What is Hollywood doing?
Like this movie was first made in like the 20s or 30s. This is the 4th time it's been made.
But I kind of like that about it, because like when it comes to music, like music genre and music like just changes like decade by decade, and just when it comes to cinema, women's role in it changes decade by decade, and like you can see that kind of play out in the adaptations of these movies, and that's kind of cool in and of itself. I did find this kind of like in the second half, it was way more about Bradley Cooper's character, who's this kind of rock star he's an alcoholic, and he's just kind of burnt out with it. He is tinnitus, because I think every musician maybe does.
Yeah.
And he's just like, he's at his lowest point, and she's just, you know, a star rising. And it became way more about his character rather than her being the star kind of thing, which kind of sucked, but whatever. It was enjoyable as a ride. But yeah, Star Is Born, good movie.
Yeah.
Lady Gaga can sing well.
She's very good in it, and she doesn't look like her usual self. She kind of looks like her own character in that film.
When I watched Lady
looks
Gaga
great.
in American Horror Story, I was like, really playing that
Yeah.
Yeah, she can act her ass off.
Yeah, she's cool.
Then my second Bradley Cooper movie.
I have a question, Neve.
Yes.
Was it a coincidence that these were both Bradley Cooper movies?
Yes. Because I'm going to say the name of this movie, and you're going to be like, Bradley Cooper is not in this movie. And I'm going to be like, but you're wrong. I just gave it away. 10 Cloverfield Lane.
Huh.
Bradley Cooper is not in that movie. Or is he? He's the boyfriend at the start on the phone.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That counts.
Counts?
It counts. So, 10 Cloverfield Lane. Have you guys seen it?
Yep. That's the
Yeah.
one with
John
Ramona
Goodman.
Flowers in
Yes.
it. Yeah. Mary Elizabeth Winstead.
A lot of fun actors in that movie.
That's a very intense movie.
It's a fantastic movie. So, what's her name? Elizabeth Mary or Mary Elizabeth?
Mary Elizabeth Winstead.
Yeah. Mary Elizabeth Winstead crashes her car and wakes up in a prepper's bunker, who tells her that the world has ended and there is a toxic gas outside the bunker door that will melt her skin off. She obviously thinks she's been kidnapped by a weird pervert, because she's a woman and she's been kidnapped by a weird pervert, and tries to escape. Not going to give much of it away because that's the whole point of the movie, but there's some brilliant acting in this from John Goodman, who is her kidnapper, obviously. And one of my favorite bits in this movie